Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between Stefan and Rize on Daybreak, the latter edition. In the top right side of the map, we have the red Protoss player. It is Rize from TTSYF. Not sure what that is. And in the bottom left side of the map, we have the blue Zerg player. It is Stefan from Ashes. We've had a lot of master level Stefan games recently. I don't know if this is the same Stefan if he goes random on the Masters ladder or not, but I know we've had a Terran Stefan recently and another Terran, no, a Protoss Stefan recently, and this is a Zerg Stefan now. So if this is the same dude, stand up and let me know. I just keep getting these replays in my email at falconpaladin@gmail.com from this dude who's like, hey, this is a great game at master level, and I'm like, shoot, I like casting Masters games. Weird stuff happens. As you've seen, if you watch my last Stefan cast, you know what I'm talking about. Go back and watch it. I might put a link in the top right here. I don't know if it's the same dude. Not sure if it's the same dude, but if he does something crazy, then we maybe assume it is. Double gas opening from Stefan with a single spawning pool. Stefan says, you see nothing. You see nothing. Which, did he scout? Has he scouted yet? He has scouted yet, so he sees this. Go home and go 5 Nexus before pool, says Stefan. You mean 5 Nexus before gate? Is that what that is? Rize has double gas as well here, though. He doesn't want to expand, because what we're seeing here out of Stefan, this looks all the world like some kind of a crazy Nidus worm rush out of this player. And again, I don't... Stop peeking, says Stefan. Again, against a Protoss player, it's hard to do things they don't see, because they like scouting. Protoss like scouting in the early game. Can a man have his privacy? It's spelled strangely, but... privacy. That's how they say it in England, isn't it? Can't a man have his privacy? Yes, Stefan, they probably can. Maybe he's English. There's the lair. Very, very super quick lair out of Stefan, and absolutely nothing else going on. Stargate on the way from Rize. I'm liking this. A Void Ray could do pretty well against pretty much everything Stefan can do here. If it's going to be like a Ling, Roach, Nidus type thing, then, yeah, Void Ray super good. Don't you main Terran, says Stefan? Rize says no. I really don't. I don't know why so many people think that. Maybe there's another Rize who does main Terran on the GM Master ladder. I seem to recognize this name, but it's spelled differently. Who knows? Finally, a second Nexus coming up for Rize, an expansion on the way from Stefan as well. So it's not like a one-base Nidus, which I think is impossible. You just start out with too many workers, honestly. Infestation Pit on the way from Stefan as well. I do want to say this is a bit of an older replay. It was sent to me around March, like the first week of March 5th or something. So this is on a previous patch. Hydras don't have the 90 HP. The other changes are fairly minor. I'm trying to think. Stalkers take less damage from Liberators, which doesn't really matter in this particular game. Phoenix on the way from Rize. But again, just an older game that I was going through and said, this one actually has some promise. And I recognized the name Stefan and said, huh. The first 2 Stefan games were definitely incredibly interesting. So maybe this third one will be interesting as well. I gotta get a hold of this dude. I need to tell him. Alright, so we got Burrow Infestor Rush out of Stefan. Infestors and Burrow being researched at the same time. Phoenix taking down them Sloverlords that are outside of Rize's base. You can't scout me, says Rize. I will not allow it. And Sloverlord is going to die. So slow our Sloverlords. And a third base coming in for Stefan, which is actually not late. Well, a little bit late against a fast expanding Protoss, but not late considering how fast he's going for Infestor here. Spore Crawlers coming up in both of his mineral lines that are ready to go at this point. Really worried about these Phoenix. And yeah, Overlords are dying. Stefan says that's not good. Getting supply blocked at this point, really bad news. 31 out of 20 available supply. Phoenix, rule the skies. Burrow Infestors moving out for Stefan, though. I think he was planning on doing a Burrow Infestor drop inside Rize's base, but Overlords are dead now, so that's not going to happen. Spore Crawler here, and no, the Phoenix are killing drones. You need a queen. You need a queen to help here as... Is he going for a hive? Stefan's going for a hive, you guys. What is even happening? Going for a... He doesn't see anything that Stefan is doing, so he has to be very suspicious. There have to be some kind of units. There are no queens out, no lings out, no roaches, no hydras, no anything. He hasn't seen any units, which means there are probably Burrow Infestors coming. Can they squeeze through this little area here that the sentry's holding? Oh, there go the infested Terrans popping over the wall. And the Infestor is moving back a little bit, trying to take down a pylon. There's the Photon Overcharge, though. Oh, boy. Infested Terrans trying to kill sentries, I guess. Oh, sneaking in. Is Stefan with his Infestors? Can Rize see this is the question. I believe he can. Is he making any detection is the other question. I don't think that he is. He's making a forge, and he is walling off, but there are already Infestors inside your base, dude. One tossing an Infested Terran into the natural mineral line. Trying to kill a probe. Actually does end up killing a probe. The other two Infestors hiding in opposite corners here, trying really desperately to hide from this. Oracle on the way. They just lift an Infested Terran and kill it. Yeah, they're lifting Infested Terrans and killing them here inside the main base. That's amazing. That's really amazing. All right, so there are two Infestors here in the main base. Did the Infestor and the Natural get killed? It looks like might have gotten picked off. No! Where are you? Why can't I am so blind sometimes, you guys? Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Miss. So, oh, here it is, up here in this corner. Interesting place here. So, Oracle can throw down Revelation if the Oracle knows where the Infestors are, but the Oracle does not. So, Infested Terrans keep popping out and keep picking off probes here, which Rize is still up 39 to 34 Harvesters. So it's not a huge deal. Oh, that Infestor, did it sneak around? Infestors are currently 3. Oh, one's dead. Okay, one got picked off here in the top right corner of Rize's main. Oh, there are 2 back inside the main. The one moved from the natural base. Is keeping these Phoenix home is what it's doing. I'm surprised Rize did not make an observer. That would have been really useful in the situation. Stefan taking that's a 4th base. I was going to say a 3rd. That is a 4th base, you guys. Up here on the top left side of the map, Oracle murdering quite a few drones here at the 3rd base. Should we name this Oracle? I mean, it's not exactly early into the game, but I suppose I could pull my Oracle name list out. Let's take a look. Oracle name list. Don't have it ready because you know how I work. This is Pamela Anderson, sister of the famous Neo Anderson. Spent her life running around Los Angeles beaches in revealing swimsuits, got bored of this life and became very fat. Once approached by the Protoss recruiters, she was transformed into a stalker and eventually made it to the Oracle level, thanks to her special blinking talents. She hates Zerg, Terran, and Protoss alike, and will only die peacefully after killing at least 10 workers. So 3 so far is good. 3 workers for Pamela Anderson. Ling's on the way. Greater Spire on the way from Stefan. What is this game? Do we still have Infestors? Are the Infestors all gone? Oh, one got picked up. Pamela Anderson revealing it, and now there's still one more. If I can't see them, how can Rize see them? I don't know. Oh, just right here to the left of the ramp, leading down to the natural base of Rize. What this is doing is keeping Rize inside of his main base. Well, base says, right? He can't really move out because, I mean, problems, right? Because Infestors will murder everything. That Infestor has 3 kills. 9 probes have been lost. It's 46 to 40 Harvesters in favor of the Protoss. But Stefan with his 4 bases to essentially, well, just a 3rd base now coming up for Rize, but the 4th base is already done for Stefan. So 4 to 2 bases with a Greater Spire. It's going to be amazing. Carriers on the way from Rize. I like this decision. I like this Fleet Beacon decision. The first Broodlord on the way from Stefan. Does he actually have any corruptors to deal with these Phoenix is what I am wondering. Got Spore Crawlers up in good locations to try to protect things. This is a big Phoenix group. This is 7-8 Phoenix transferring drones murdered very nicely. And what do we got? Oh yes, Broodlords sitting right here on the left of Rize's base, dropping Broodlings. Just 2 Broodlords, not a whole lot. Slow, oh, Speedlings now at the 3rd base of Rize. Adepts trying to defend against this many units, but no. Pamela Anderson in here, going to assist killing these Lings as well. Is up to 7, 8, 9, 10 kills. Does that count? Do these Ling kills count as worker kills for her to be happy? I don't actually know, but Broodlings are wrecking Rize's main right now. Assimilator going down. There are no probes on on minerals here at the main base. 0 at this point in time. We do have some Adepts. Oh, the Adepts found the final Infestor inside the main base of Rize, but Broodlords are the order of the day right now for Stefan. 2 Broodlords going to town, trying to kill this one pylon. Can he cancel? Oh, the carriers are stopped. The carriers are stopped at 85 out of 86 seconds on one and 81 seconds out of 86 on the other one. Are you kidding? Are you kidding me? What an absolutely clutch Broodlord play. But oh, here come the Phoenix. Oh crap. All right, so nobody defending these Broodlords. Phoenix are going to murder them, but holy smokes, this is a lot of dead stuff. Those Broodlords were heroes, man. Heroes. 13 probes killed. Canceling, well, not canceling, pausing the carrier production a little bit, which is good. Spore Crawlers coming up at Stefan's 4th base, but I think the Phoenix are already on their way, and they have revenge on their minds right now. Ultralisk Cavern on the way from Stefan. He is at 72 drones. He was droning up hard all during this. Losing drones here at the 4th base because, again, Spore Crawlers are not done yet. Queen sacrifices her life to give time for the Spore Crawlers to pop up. Phoenix don't care about the Spore Crawlers. Going to kill so many drones here at the 4th base because their carriers got paused. All right, so 23 drones have died. 13 probes have died. 2 Broodlords, 3 Infestors, and an Oracle. How did our Oracle die? How did Pamela die? No, seriously, what? I guess the Corruptors are kind of flying around for Stefan. So maybe they caught up to her. Seems possible. Really does. Where are my carriers? Where are my carriers, Rize? You didn't cancel them. No, they're out. They're here at the 3rd base. Okay, so I'm liking this location. Some Soul Overlords for Stefan, kind of hanging out here by the 3rd base of Rize, and I don't know why exactly. Ling's killing a bunch of Adepts that try to sneak up to the 4th base and kill things, but no, Ling decided to not allow that to happen. Chitinous plating on the way for the Ultralisks. We've got defensive carriers and stalkers here at the 3rd base for Rize. And Ultralisks seem to be the choice of the day, well, choice of the moment for Stefan anyway. He just kind of rushed to T3 with some Lings thrown in here, which is actually kind of amazing. +1 Flyer Carapace on the way. +1 melee attack for the ground. +1 ground Carapace being researched as well. Ultras are just better with upgrades. And right now they have 0. Well, I guess Chitinous Plating's almost done, so they have 0. They do Caustic Spray being used by Stefan, trying to take down the main Nexus, but double Photon Overcharge and some cannons, making sure that doesn't happen. Phoenix trying to kill Corruptors is not where they want to be, you guys. You're great against light things, but really bad against armored things, which Corruptors are. And especially once they get that +1 Flyer Carapace, they'll be extra scary. So Ultra versus Carrier, never a great battle. If you're a Zerg player, I really like the Sky Toss decision that Rize is making here, but with Corruptors to maybe keep the Carriers away, it might be enough. Might be enough for Stefan. Phoenix are just a menace right now. They've killed so many Overlords. 5 Overlords have been killed to this point. 126 to 119 total supply. And Corruptors again trying to murder these Phoenix. Can't do it though. Can't kill any of them. One very low on HP, but not quite dead yet, as it would turn out. Stalkers on the ground, carriers in the sky for Rize, making a Templar Archives as well, whether for Archons or for Storm, we don't know. 5th base coming up for Stefan to the left, or to the right rather, of his 3rd. Corruptors flying in, trying to find stuff to kill, but this carrier group is really big right now. 4 carriers with a bunch of Stalkers, 10 Stalkers on the ground. At the same time, I mean, this is not enough Corruptor to deal with that. This is exactly 7 Corruptor. And they are being chased by these Interceptors. Ooh, almost lost one there, but not quite. So +1 air armor is done for the Zerg player. Templar on the way from Rize. We'll see if those turn into Archons or not. But Warp Prism coming up as well. Wants to make something mobile. Yeah, Corruptor count not big enough for Stefan. He is retreating really hard right now. And he's not even making any more Corruptor. Oh, he is. 6 more Corruptors are on the way. Here we go. Ultras and Lings trying to get rid of these Stalkers so the Corruptors can do their thing when they show up. And here they are. Corruptors are here. Stalkers trying to focus them down, but that just means they die to the Ling Ultra army very, very quickly. Corruptors trying to deal with the carriers. There are Stalkers shooting them in the back. They don't care. The carriers are the threat right now, not the Phoenix. Ultra and Ling, actually a big group of 7 Ultras on the ground right now, moving in across the map. Nobody really stopping them from doing anything. Dark Shrine on the way from Rize. Lings, they want us some Lings rolling into the 3rd base here. Ultras right here at the front door, though, of Rize. Phoenix can't lift them. Phoenix can't lift massive units, unfortunately, for a Protoss player. Lings trying to kill these cannons, but their upgrades are just not good enough to pull it off. So Ultras trying to do what damage they can. Photon Overcharge causing big problems for these dudes. Ultralisk sitting right in the main mineral line of Rize, which is not mined out at 14-minute mark because so many probes have died here and the Infestors were so darn effective. So Ultra's trying to kill cannons here inside the main base of Rize. There's a single carrier trying to deal with them all by its lonesome. This Ultra with 5 kills is trying to kill these Archons all by himself as well. But he gets one. But the second one, not going to happen. Not going to happen. He gets exploded there. These Ultras on the ground. 8 kills and 1 kill. Trying to kill this Nexus possibly. Oh, going after the Dark Shrine. Such a smart choice. Such a smart choice. Corruptor cannot kill this carrier. 66 hit points, but it is now dead. Dark Shrine does come in. Ultra has a couple more swipes to get it. And can he get it? Yes, just barely before he dies. Oh, just barely before he dies. The Dark Shrine gets taken down, immediately replanted by Rize. Legions checking to make sure if there's a fourth base down here for Rize. There is not. +2/+2 is done on these Lings. Do they have the Adrenal Glands upgrade? They do. Which makes them better. Much better against these cannons. Lings getting a surrounded Archons, not generally what you want to see, but when you outnumber them that badly, that is not going to be a terrible, terrible choice. Lings running around. We're looking at 5 bases to 3 bases right now. 72 Harvesters for Stefan and 47 for Rize. Rize is trying to take a 4th base. Down on this right side, Warp Prism moving inside the main base of Stefan here. What is this Warp Prism going to warp in? It would be Dark Templar, but that Dark Shrine is not replanted yet. That's a long, long time. A long time to build that. 71 in-game seconds is just, it's an eternity. An eternity. 170 to 114 total supply. Stefan with Broodlords, Corruptors, Lings, Ultras. I just feel like we're going to be okay if you're Stefan in this game. Lings rolling in to get rid of these Zealots that warped in the main base of Stefan. Corruptors trying to chase this Warp Prism. Can't catch it. 4.13 move speed on the Warp Prism. 4.13 on the Corruptors. So equivalent speed, which I have to imagine is on purpose. There is that upgrade that increases the speed of Warp Prisms, but Rize does not have it at this point. Archons and Carriers, he needs to save this 4th base. I don't know what he does if he loses this 4th. I mean, Stefan already has 5. He's got 67 workers. He's pretty happy with that. He's making another Ultralisk Cavern, I guess in case his first one dies, and working on +3/+3 for his ground, Lings and Ultras at this point in time. Lings heading on down. Kind of trying to hold this down like a watchtower. Here's the army for Rize, though. I don't know if the Lings want to engage quite yet without the Broodlords. There we go. Broodlords throwing down those Broodling strikes onto the Archons. That's what they hate to see. They hate that so bad. And one Archon does get picked off at long distance. Lings trying to see what they can kill here. Corruptors versus Carriers. And the Carrier group is getting blown apart right now. Only 2 remaining. Lings dealing with the Archons and the Zealots on the ground. Stalkers really getting distracted by these Lings as well. Carriers able to do what they can. And that's it. Rize. Oh no. Rize with the BM. Oh, with the BM. But then calls out the GGWP. Good game well played out of him, which is weird. But regardless, Stefan is victorious. If this is the same Stefan with all 3 races doing weird things, this guy is interesting. Again, the Hive Rush against Protoss at Master level is just nuts. It's nuts. So Infestor Rush into Broodlord, into Ling Ultra Corruptor, expanding all the while behind it. I mean, that was insane. 13,000, 14,000 resources lost for the Zerg player and about 21, 22 lost for Rize. And I mean, yeah, Stefan lost some big ticket items. Lost 7 Ultras, 3 Infestors, 2 Broodlords, 115 Lings, and 23 drones. While Rize ended up losing kind of a more scattering of units. 10 Zealots, 7 Archons, 8 Carriers. That's a lot of dead carrier. 11 Adepts, 21 Stalkers, 4 Phoenix, 1 Oracle named Pamela Anderson, 3 Sentries, and 4 High Templar, which I don't know if they even did anything in this game. Whenever they died, they were not super useful. And that clutch kill on the Dark Shrine was a big deal, I have to imagine. And losing 2 Nexuses is a big deal for our friend Rize as well. Yeah, Lings are just surrounding this 4th base down in the bottom at the same time. And that was it. That was it. Rize knew he was beat and he tapped out. Smart job. Okay, so that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.